Hi EV1, Kalimera. This is Mario's. In this short lesson we will try to make summary of A Brief History of Time by Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking's A Brief History of Time is a fascinating book that explains the mysteries of the universe in an accessible way. Published in 1988, it explores big questions about the cosmos, such as: how did the universe begin? What are black holes? What is time, and could it ever run backward? Hawking combines science, philosophy, and curiosity to help readers understand complex ideas like the Big Bang, relativity, quantum mechanics, and the nature of time itself. The book's goal is to make these ideas understandable for non-scientists, but it can still be challenging. So let's break it down and simplify it for kids and English learners. Simple outline of the book. Here's a breakdown of the key topics in A Brief History of Time. What is the universe? The universe is big, really, really big. But how did it start? Hawking introduces the idea of the Big Bang, which is like the universe's birthday. Space and time. Space and time are connected, like peanut butter and jelly. Hawking explains Einstein's idea of relativity and how time can feel different depending on where you are. Black holes. Black holes are like giant cosmic vacuum cleaners that suck in everything, even light. Hawking explains what happens when you fall into one. The Big Bang and the beginning of time. Where did everything come from? Hawking explores the idea of how the universe began and why there's something instead of nothing. The future of the universe. What's next for the universe? Will it keep expanding forever, or will it collapse? Now, let's turn this into a fun, simple dialogue for kids and English learners. Dialogue version of A Brief History of Time. Characters. Professor Star, a friendly scientist who loves explaining space. Lily, a curious kid who asks lots of questions. Ben, Lily's friend who is just learning about the universe. Scene 1, what is the universe? Professor Star, hello, Lily and Ben. Today, we're going to talk about something huge, the universe. Lily, how huge? Like, bigger than my town? Professor Star, way bigger. The universe is everything. It's all the stars, planets, and galaxies. It's so big that it would take billions of years to travel across it. Ben, whoa. But, where did it come from? Professor Star, great question. Scientists think the universe started with something called the Big Bang. Lily, was it like a big explosion? Professor Star, kind of, but there wasn't any sound because there was no air. The Big Bang happened about 13.8 billion years ago. It was the moment when the universe began, and it's been expanding ever since. Ben, expanding? Like a balloon? Professor Star, exactly. Imagine blowing up a balloon. The universe keeps getting bigger and bigger, just like that. Scene 2, Space and Time. Lily, what about time? Is time part of the universe too? Professor Star, absolutely. Time and space are connected. Think of them like peanut butter and jelly, they're always together. This idea is called relativity, and it comes from a super smart scientist named Albert Einstein. Ben, what does that mean? Professor Star, well, time doesn't always tick the same way everywhere. For example, if you were on a rocket ship traveling super fast, time would move slower for you than for someone on Earth. Lily, whoa. So astronauts are kind of like time travelers? Professor Star, that's right. When astronauts come back to Earth, they're just a tiny bit younger than they would be if they stayed here. Scene 3, Black Holes. Ben, I've heard about black holes. Are they real? Professor Star, oh yes, they're very real, and very mysterious. Black holes are places in space where gravity is so strong that nothing can escape, not even light. Lily, what happens if you fall into one? Professor Star, if you fell into a black hole, you'd be stretched out like spaghetti. Scientists call it spaghettification. Ben, spaghetti? That's so weird. Professor Star, it's true. But don't worry, black holes are really far away, so you're safe here on Earth. Scene 4, the beginning of time. Lily, so, before the Big Bang, what was there? Professor Star, that's a tricky question. Scientists aren't sure. Some think time didn't even exist before the Big Bang. It's like asking, what's north of the North Pole? Ben, huh? That's confusing. Professor Star, imagine time is like a book. The Big Bang is the first page of the book. There's nothing before it because the book hasn't started yet. Lily, oh, so the Big Bang is the beginning of everything? Professor Star, exactly. It's the start of space, time, and all the stuff in the universe. Scene 5, the future of the universe. Ben, what's going to happen to the universe? Will it keep getting bigger? Professor Star, that's another great question. Scientists think the universe will keep expanding for a long, long time. But someday, it might slow down or even stop. Lily, and then what? Professor Star, well, it might collapse back into a tiny point, like a reverse Big Bang. Or it might just keep expanding forever, getting colder and darker. Ben, that sounds kind of sad. Professor Star, maybe, but it's also exciting. There's so much we don't know yet. That's why scientists love studying the universe, it's full of mysteries waiting to be solved. Scene 6, why is this important? Lily, why do we need to learn about the universe? Professor Star, great question, Lily. Learning about the universe helps us understand where we come from, how everything works, and even what might happen in the future. Then, so, it's like solving a giant puzzle? Professor Star, exactly. And the cool thing is, you don't have to be a scientist to ask questions about the universe. Anyone can wonder, explore, and learn. Lily, I like that. The universe is big, but it's also kind of fun. Professor Star, it sure is, Lily. And remember, the more we learn, the more amazing the universe becomes. Why this dialogue is great for English learners. Simple vocabulary, words like big, stars, and time are easy to understand. Complex terms like relativity and black hole are explained in plain language. Repetition, ideas are repeated in different ways to reinforce understanding. Engaging questions, the characters ask questions that help clarify tough concepts. Fun tone, the playful tone keeps it interesting and easy to follow. What do you think of this simplified version of A Brief History of Time? Ready to explore the universe? Rocket, sparkles,